Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 6 trades. The pound pairs I bought and the euro dollar I sold. Today's date is February the 12th. Now all the pound pairs I traded the way it's called a great way to trade, and I follow the rules exactly the way I teach within the training videos. So let's go through the pairs. On this first trade, it was just a little bit better than scalping. Perfect example of a great way to trade using all of the indicators. Got in at this cursor right here. And of course, I closed the trade here, other than I was happy with the grand total. Looks like with 12 pips. And 12 pips on the pound Aussie paid $926. I am using my fractal trigger system, and they're based on the 1 hour time frame. So from this point right here, I knew that it should do a cycle along with the indicators down at the bottom. I was at least 95% sure it was going to go up, and as you can clearly see, it did. So between the fractals, I'm basing it on the 1 hour. It's a higher time frame. And the AO here is on the 30 minutes. And I do give 4 templates so you can adjust the AO to whatever time frame suits your style of trading. Now I want to repeat it, and I want you to hear it many times over so that you can grasp the concept, what I'm about to tell you, that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time. And it took me 8 years and 700 trading systems to learn that. I always used to say, doesn't anybody sell a system that actually works? Well, to get that up to 80 or 90% as the people who are selling it to you, if you want that kind of a success rate, 80 or 90%, you will have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. And every system out there, and if the person is trading it successfully, and you probably wonder, how come some people can trade it successfully and other people can't? Well, the ones who do trade it successfully, they've learned how to trade the flow of the market. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. So that is very important, something that you must learn, how to trade the flow of the market. Moving along to the next pair, pound CAD. Let's take a look at it. Another great example of a great way to trade. Let's just drag and drop this up. Every day, I trade the same way. Every day, I get winners. Now, if I was going to put in a stop, it has to go on the other side here of this swing pivot low, which is only 18 pips. And I closed out the trade. I jumped the gun a little bit, but that's okay, as I've not only I have some things I got to do before 12 o'clock New York time. It is 9:45. And when I looked down at the bottom and I saw the grand totals, and I know when I'm approaching 100 pips or more, so I just closed the trade, and I am happy with what I got. At this cursor I closed out 13 pips, and 13 pips on the pound CAD paid $1,019. I do actually teach, if you want to get more pips, I teach you how to stay in the trade for more pips. I still don't have an exit signal, and this thing could still go another 30 pips, but keep in mind it's hitting the average daily range high right now. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's take a look at the next pair, the pound yen here. Let's drag and drop this up and see where I got in at. Definitely I could have stayed in this trade for more pips, a lot more pips, as you can easily see. But as I said, I am pinched for time. So let's see, I took the trade at this cursor and I closed it out with, looks like 16 pips, and 16 pips on the pound yen paid $1,521. Remember, I do teach how to stay in a trade as such until you get a signal down at the bottom to close the trade. Moving right along to the next pair, which is the, let's see which way, pound New Zealand here. Pound New Zealand, let's take a look at this one. Drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Here's another one that I could have still be in the trade, bringing home more pips. Let's see, close the trade right here, looks like with 22 pips. 22 pips on the pound New Zealand, as you can see, paid $1,579. And I just noticed that another pound yen trade right here, it hit my target of 20 pips right here. As I said, I was in a hurry to do the video, so I was just going to let that one ride. It just kicked in, and it just bumped my total, increased my total pips and money-wise. But we can run a check on that. I'll come back and run a check on that in a moment. We'll just carry on with the next pair here. Okay, let's run a check on this pound Swiss here. Another great example of a great way to trade. Let's see, drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Great example. I knew very, very high percentage. I knew at least 95%. I knew it was going to go up. And of course it kept going up. 38 pips there, but I closed it out here, looks like with 17 pips. And 17 pips on the pound Swiss paid $1,902. Okay, now we can take a look at the trade that just closed about 8 minutes ago, approximately, on this pound yen. If you remember, I bumped it up to the 1 hour because the last two trades here I did 2 days ago. And as you can see, I ended up getting paid on both of them. The broker paid me swap rates. If you're not too sure what I'm talking about, swap rates, watch the video that I talked about swap rates, and you can phone your broker and find out what their swap rates are. Either you're going to pay the broker money at 5 o'clock New York time, or the broker's going to give you money. And this is one of the main reasons why I let these trades run, because I knew that the overall trend was up. And I just took the trade, and I knew I was going to get paid a bonus on top of it. So, just to remind you again, I did the pound yen. I already told you about it, where I got in right in this general area. Now, this particular trade, as I said, now it did go against me. The overall trend is up. Even the higher time frames are suggesting that. So, I just had to hang tight and wait for it to continue its trend up. So I got in on this cursor here, hoping that it was going to keep going. Here is my take profit, which it hit over here of 20 pips. Keep in mind that these pound pairs, you're going to need, and if you're going to trade this way, you're going to need a lot more than 10 or 20 pip stop. So I did keep a close eye on it, just to let you know. I managed the trade. It did go against me, looks like 50 pips. And I knew eventually I was going to get my 20 pips. As you can see right there, 20 pips, plus the swap rates, ended up paying $1,902. Remember, if you want to be a successful trader, you have to get your hands on a lot of education, which is what I provide, and you have to put in a lot of chart time, and that's what you are responsible for. And once you learn trade management, money management, along with how to trade the flow of the market, you will become a successful trader. Moving right along here. Euro dollar. Let's see what's happening here. Same thing. I had to bump it up to the 1 hour because I took the trade over on the 2 days ago. Let's drag and drop it up. Here's another one. This was the only one that I sold, and I knew it was going to go down. I thought it was going to go down at this point on a lower time frame. It looked excellent for shorting, but the market is very random. It's going to do what it's going to do. All you can do is master trade management. Took the trade right here as it did go against me there, 24 pips, and there 33 pips, and I just hung around collecting swap rates here, and of course here, 5 p.m. New York time. Broker paid me money, and then of course finally I knew when the chart started to look like this, I knew on today I was going to get my let's see, there's 26 pips there, and of course 26 pips on the euro dollar paid $2,600. So another great day, fantastic day trading using my fractal trigger system, and pip total today was 126 pips. My goal is I'm always aiming for around 100 pips. So 126 pips paid $11,520. So if your trading is not producing fantastic results like my fractal trigger system, I suggest you get in contact with me. To do so, all you have to do is look right below this video and you will see some more information. My fractal trigger system, I do charge $250. Let me repeat, that I teach how to trade the flow of the market. You must learn how to do this. Now it comes with 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. It comes with 4 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Now I also throw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and this is what you're going to need. A lot of education to succeed at trading. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and I teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 42 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. I'm only going to talk about the first one, a great way to trade. Most of these trades, except for the last one, was a perfect example of a great way to trade. It's what I look for every day, and you will find a lot more than 5 trades every day, every session. So let's see now. Put this on pause, read everything here. If you have any questions at all on the different ways that I teach to trade the markets, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, here's my email. Don't forget the underscore. Now I do prefer Skype. I made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link. We'll have a Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I will give you a free session. I'm only trading 2 or 3 hours a day, and so I have all day, morning, afternoon, and night, free time, and I love looking at the charts, and I may as well be looking at it as I'm talking to traders and answering questions. So, moving right along here, I've been building trigger systems over the years, and if you click on this link right here, you will see 30 screenshots. That just about wraps up this video, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.